Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Casey Helton, and in today's video I am going to be sharing some decor preparation and ideas for Thanksgiving. I will be creating a cornucopia out of Pillsbury dough, and it turned out pretty amazing. I also make a beautiful natural centerpiece out of fresh florals and a pumpkin to style my dining room table for Thanksgiving, so I hope you stick around and see how everything turned out. But first, I want to introduce you to my friend Mikaila that I am collabing with on this video today.
Hello, I am Mikaila and this is my channel, Our Little Bloom. I will be working with Casey today on our video today, on her channel and on my channel, Our Little Bloom. Over on my channel you will find lots of motivation, decorating, inspiration, homemaking, homeschooling, like I'm prepping my homeschooling for my son Lucas, who is 2 years old, and I just really hope that you come over to my channel and check it out. And if you like it, then become friends with me. I always love making new friends. But the video we are collabing on today is this Thanksgiving Decorate With Me, and in this video you will see me decorating my bar cart and my dining table for our table scape for Thanksgiving. And I will also be cleaning up and doing a simmer pot for Thanksgiving. But I really hope that you enjoy it, and thank you so much, Casey, for working with me on today's video. I'm so happy we got the opportunity to work with each other and collab, and I just hope to connect with some new friends and that you guys enjoy my channel.
Alright you guys, we are first going to start off making this cornucopia out of bread. I don't know where I got this idea, but it just came to me and I was searching up different ways to do this. So this is my first time ever making a bread cornucopia, and I used the Pillsbury pizza dough sheets because that is all that I could find that I feel like would work really good. And it shows 2 here, but I actually had to end up using 3 to create this. So what I did was get a bunch of aluminum foil, and yes, you've got to use quite a bit of it, and I just formed it all together to make a mold in the shape of my cornucopia. You could make it whatever size you wanted, but I wanted a pretty big one. I may have made it a little too big, but once I got my shape molded out, I sprayed it with some non-stick spray, and then I just laid this wax paper down to protect my countertops. I opened up the dough, kind of smoothed it out, and then I cut it into about like 1 or 2 inch strips. I then start wrapping it around the mold, starting at the bottom where it is the smallest, and I kind of just overlap each layer as I'm going around so that there aren't any gaps, and it kind of just sticks together. I kind of press it into each layer so that it sticks, and I just keep doing this one right after another until I get to the very end of the cornucopia. All while doing this, I've got my oven preheated to 350 degrees. So once I get to the end of the cornucopia, I'm going to make a decorative braid. And I guess this is all optional, but I did see one online and I was kind of trying to model it after that. And I really liked the look of the braid at the end. So I just took 3 strips and braided them together, and then I wrapped it around in the exact same way I did all of the other strips. The next thing I did was create an egg mixture with 1 egg and just a little bit of water, and I brushed it all over the dough on both sides. I put it in the oven at 350 for about 20 minutes, and after all that work I was so nervous I was going to ruin it, so I just kept checking on it, and after the 20 minutes was up I reduced the heat to 250 and let it sit in there for another 20 minutes so it got good and hard, and it sounds really hollow whenever you take it out. And then I just took it out and let it cool. The next thing that I started on was a centerpiece for my tablescape. I got a really awesome idea that I wanted to use a pumpkin as a vase, and I was actually going to go buy the perfect pumpkin to do this with, but I didn't have time, so I just used one from my porch. So I decided to just cut the top off and take all of the insides out, and I slid in a vase. It's actually a little canister that I had and filled it with water, and I got started on my arrangement. I took some tape and made a little grid on the top of the pumpkin to help put the flowers in so they stayed in the positions that I wanted them in. And I got all of these beautiful bouquets from our grocery store, and I just think they turned out so pretty for fall. I love the orange and red roses. They are just so perfect for this project. So all I did was just arrange them in this pumpkin, and I think it turned out to be an absolutely gorgeous, fresh centerpiece. It's a perfect idea if you really want something special for your Thanksgiving dinner. I thought these two projects were both very unique and absolutely stunning, and they're definitely something that your guests will talk about and think is just so amazing that you took the time to do something so special. So this is something that I would make a day or so before your gathering, just so that everything looks its best. I think you can make your pumpkin vase last 1 to 2 weeks, maybe on the longer side if you soak your pumpkin in a solution of vinegar and water after you've hollowed out the insides. I actually didn't even do that with mine. I was kind of rushing my project along, and also you're wanting to change out your water in your vase so that your florals will stay fresh longer. Now I'm just gonna do a little snap of the fingers, and there we have it. My floral arrangement is complete. I am just so amazed at how beautiful this turned out. As you can see, I've already removed my bread from the oven, and it has been cooling, and I've started to remove some of the foil, and that was a little challenging, but I ended up getting it all out. I kind of just put my hands in there and squished it together really tightly and shimmied it out from the little part in the back because I curved it, so I was afraid, oh my gosh, how am I going to get this out? But if you just work with it, it comes right out, and the bread is quite durable. I did have a little gap in mine, and I noticed that in the video right when I put it in, that a piece of the dough was stretched apart, so it left a little gap, but it still looks amazing, and it is so durable. I think your loaf should last for about 5 days fresh, but I've seen people say they've kept theirs for a while, or even did something to make them like a permanent thing. I'm not sure exactly how to do that, but I'm sure that's something you could look up. But I just filled it with fresh fruit because I just thought that was so pretty. I used some larger apples and oranges to fill up the big hollow part because I made it so big. And of course, I added a bunch of grapes. You could add anything to this that you like. The options are endless. I went with some of these pita chip crackers. I had some little cheese cubes and hard salami and just a bunch of other fun little stuff. Some chocolate covered raisins. I even put a little bowl with some pickles and peanut butter filled pretzels. So I just think this is a perfect thing to add to your holiday dinner. It could be a nice appetizer that you sit out while the food is being prepared and everyone can just snack on. You can make it as big or small as you want. Now we are going to head into the dining room where I'm going to start setting my table for Thanksgiving, and I just kept the same runner on the table that I had used for my previous fall tablescape, and I added my pumpkin centerpiece to the middle. I am also using the same velvet placemats that I used in my fall tablescape, as well as these metal chargers and my deep gray dishes. I topped them with a beautiful turkey plate that I got last year at Home Goods, and I've never been a big turkey decorating fan, but I thought these plates were really beautiful, so I thought they would be the perfect touch to a classy Thanksgiving table. I added a few candlesticks and lit them for some ambiance, and I just think everything turned out so beautifully, and I hope you guys enjoyed everything in this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that bell notification so you don't miss out on another upload. Also, make sure you go check out my friend Mikaila at Our Little Bloom and watch her Thanksgiving preparation video today as well. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!